प्यारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंजरी प्यारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदनन्दन व्रज जर रञ्जन यशोदनन्दन व्रज जर रञ्जन यमुनतीरावनचारि यमुनतीरावनचारि जयो राधा माधवा जय कुञ्जरी प्यारी जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे जय जगन्नाथ जय बालदेवा सुभद्रमयी जय सुदर्शन जय कृष्ण बालराम जय कृष्ण बालराम कृष्ण बालराम जय कृष्ण बालराम जय गंधर्विक गिरिधारी गंधर्विक गिरिधारी गौरारी जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवी सरस्वती व्यासं तदोदयमुदरे नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवन्ति नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगो लंघयते गिरे यत्कृतार्थमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं हरे कृष्णा वेलकम all the devotees for Nityam Bhagavata Sevya. I take blessing from all the devotees so that I will be speaking Bhagavatam in the parampara for the pleasure of Krishna and the devotees and my own purification. Hare Krishna. Today we will be reciting the second canto, second chapter, sloka number 14. The Lord is in the heart. So it's very interesting and it's continuation of yesterday's class. So you can all recite along with me. Yavana jayate paravare asmin vishveshware drastri bhakti yoga tavas dayavyaha purushasya rupam क्रियावासने प्रयतः स्मरत्या यावना जायते परवरेऽस्मिन् विश्वेश्वर्यात् द्रष्टृ भक्ति योगा तावत् त्याव्याः पुरुषस्य रूपं क्रियावासने प्रयतः स्मरता यावना जायते परवरेऽस्मिन् विश्वेश्वरे द्रष्टृ भक्ति योगा तावत् सत्यवाह पुरुषस्य रूपं क्रियावासने प्रत्याह स्मरत्या. Word by word meaning. Yavat, as long as, na does not, jayate develop, para transcendental, avera mundane, asmin in the form of Vishweshwara, the Lord of the world, Drastari, on to the seer, Bhakti Yoga, devotional service, Tavat, so long, Tavaha, the gross materialist, Purushasya, of the Virat Purusha, Rupam, universal form, Kirtya, Aveshana, Kriyaveshana. At the end of the one prescribed duties, Pratyaha, with proper attention, Smaratya, one should remember, Translation purport is Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Translation: unless the gross materialist develop the sense of loving service unto the Supreme Lord, the seer of both the transcendental and material world, he should remember or meditate upon the universal form of the Lord at the end of his prescribed duties. Purport: the Supreme Lord is the seer of all the world, both material and transcendental. In other words, the Supreme Lord is the ultimate beneficiary and enjoyer of all the worlds. As confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 5.29, the spiritual world is the manifestation of his internal potency, and the material world is a manifestation of his eternal potency. The living entities are also his marginal potency, and by their own choice they can live in either in transcendental or material world. The material world is not a fit place for living entities because they are spiritually one with the Lord, and in the material world the living entities become conditioned by the law of material world. The Lord wants all living entities who are his parts and parcel to live with him in the transcendental world and in the enlightening condition soul in this material world. All the Vedas and revealed scriptures are there expressly to recall the conditioned soul back home, back to Godhead. Unfortunately, the conditioned living entities, although suffer continuously the threefold miseries of the conditioned life, are not very serious about going back to Godhead. It is due to their misguided way of living, complicated by sins and virtues. Some of them who are virtuous by deed begins to re-establish the lost relationship with the Lord, but they are unable to understand the person future of the Lord. The real purpose of the life is to make contact with the Lord and to be engaged in this service. This is the natural position of the living entity, but those who are impersonalists are unable to render any loving service to the Lord have been advised to meditate upon his impersonal features, the Virata Rupa or the universal form. Some way or the other one must try to re-establish one's forgotten relationship with the Lord if one at all desire to gain real happiness in life and to reclaim his natural unfettered condition. For the less intelligent beginners, the meditation on the impersonal future, the Virata Rupa, the universal form of the Lord, will gradually qualify one to rise the personal contact. One is advised no meditate upon the Virata Rupa specific in the previous chapter in order to understand how the different planets, seas, mountain, river, bird, beast, human beings and demigods and all that we can conceive are but different parts and limbs of the Lord's Virata form. This sort of thinking is also a type of meditation on the absolute truth, and as soon as much meditation begins, one develops one's godly qualities and the whole world appears to be happy and peaceful residence for all the people of the world. Without such meditation on God, either personal or impersonal, all good qualities of the human being become covered with a misconception regarding his constitutional position. Without such advanced knowledge, the whole world becomes a hell for the human being. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjalashalakhya Chachurumilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Swapitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayan Tadam Visham Padamkyam Vandeham Shri Guru Shivata Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsa Shri Rupam Sagardatam Sagana Raghunatam Metam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sagana Lalita Shri Visakamcha Hey Krishna Karna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopeshta Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhansu Devi Pranamami Haripe Vancha Kalpatirubhacha Kripa Sundevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vachara Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Namo Pangajanabhaya Namo Pangajamalene Namo Pangajanetraya Namaste Pangajangare. Hare Krishna, welcome once again for the Nityam Bhagavata Sevya. Today's sloka is a continuation of yesterday's and very interesting to understand what the role of the yogis, Ashtanga yogis, to meditate on the Paramatma form, and the secondary yogis, what they're supposed to meditate on that. So we'll be going little more deeper with a lot of practical example, set living entities which will enlighten us. From the purport also, purport we will go through few points which is very essential for this sloka. So just to recap that, Parishit Maharaj asked two questions. One is, what is the goal of life and means of attaining it? So Sukadeva Goswami, he replies to that. The highest goal of the life is to Krishna Bhakti, and the means of attaining is the sadhana bhakti. So not all peoples are accepting it, because as some of them are Sahitya Mukti is the highest goal, and liberation, and the means of attaining is the Ashtanga Yogi. Ashtanga Yoga, means of attaining Sahitya Mukti. So with this background, let's move forward to the further today's sloka. So today's slokas, it highlights about that as long as mentioned, meditate on the Lord, who is the witness of all being. So Lord is witness of all being, who is the superior to even Brahma also. That meditation which has bhakti as an element So bhakti is a part of that element. Okay. As long as one isn't able to meditate upon Paramatma form of Lord, one is not inspired to meditate on Paramatma form Lord. So these are the conditions. One is he doesn't able to meditate on Paramatma, or he is not inspired to meditate on Paramatma. One is not developed the kind of devotional disposition towards Paramatma of the Lord. What should one do? It's such a condition. We are also know sometimes we come up with saying that Prabhu, I am not able to chant. They say that I am not getting taste of chanting. I am not able to focus on chanting. So many inabilities are there. So such people, what supposed to do? Then the seniors will give. No? Same way, here Parishit asked the question, and Sukadeva Goswami giving solution to the people unable to do that. He said that he is a yogi, he wanted liberation. He also has a secondary material desires. He has a secondary material desire also. He is unable to develop the devotional disposition towards the Paramatma of the Lord. What should one do? Till such time one develops such kind of devotional disposition, he should meditate upon the gross universal form or gross Virat Rupa. So if you are not able to achieve the devotional disposition, you are not able to make perfection, then till then you have to continue with the Virata Rupa meditation only. On what? After performing necessary rites of the Karma Yoga and proper attention. So we have to go systematically. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Dharana, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara. So we have to go systematically, and Dharana, after Dharana it becomes the Dhyana. So Paramatma meditating yogi who reaches the stage of Dharana, who is reaching to the stage of Dharana, he should give up the, so once he is able to achieve it, then he can give up the Varnashma duty or Nishkama Karma Yoga. This is what Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita also, in the earlier stage of yoga. One heart becomes sufficiently purified. Once the heart becomes sufficiently purified, one should continue to perform Nishtanga Karma Yoga. One of the purification also happens by Varnashrama duty, and heart become purified. So why Sukadeva Goswami insisting that people who are not purified in the heart, they have to meditate on the Nishkama Karma Yoga and also or the Virata Rupa meditation, so that their heart getting purified. Till the heart become purified, yogi should not give up the Nishtama Karma Yoga, but so he should continue till his heart is there. Once his heart is purified, become qualified, meditate on Paramatma in the heart sufficiently. He should give up the practice of Varnashma duty or Nishkama. So once his heart is purified, he can give up the Varnashma duty and all. But in the second type of yogi who has another type of goal, which is that enjoyment, okay, apart from the liberation. Yesterday we told the example, no? So when you call for the devotee for the temple, they say that not this Sunday, Prabhu, I'll come next Sunday, I have some other appointment. So they want a little bit of enjoyment outside. So similarly for yogis also, no? The secondary type of yogis, they have that, they know the set goal is to meditate on Paramatma, but before going to meditate on Paramatma, they will go around little bit of enjoyment, mental enjoyment. Such a person will not able to meditate on Paramatma form of the Lord. He has continued to perform his Varnashama duty. He has to continue the Varnashama duty and he can't give up because he has not sufficiently purified. He is not sufficiently purified in his heart. He should not give up the Virata Varnashama Dharma and he should continue that Varnashama Dharma. Okay, this is secondary type. Okay, people who are first class people are, whereas Paramatma meditation yogis are, when they reach out the stage of dharana, he should give up the duty. For them it is a must, they should give up. Krishna also says that once your heart is purified, give up the Varnashma Dharma. Continue meditate on the form of the Lord, because when you continue with the Varnashma Dharma also, you cannot able to meditate continuously. It is not possible. Time and again, he has to stop to meditate his meditation and perform Varnashma Dharma. So it is like disturbance. He should stop the meditation, go back to Varnashma Dharma, again coming back. That is the interruption for his meditation. That's why it clearly says that people are in first class of yogis, they should give up the Varnashma Dharma and fully concentrate on the Paramatma because his heart is already purified. At his stage of Ashtanga Yoga, success is possible only giving up the Varnashma Dharma. So it is a must. There is two classes. The first class people, they should give up the Varnashma Dharma, whereas second class of yogis, they should not give up the Varnashma Dharma till he gets his heart purified. So this is the message of today's sloka, what Sukadeva Goswami is saying there. Let us understand little more detail from the set examples. So what practical applications, what we can correlate is, whatever we contemplate are the seeds of our life. So it's very, very important. Recently I was listening to a seminar there, is saying that the parents should be watchdog for their children's mobile activity because they don't know what children are exposed to that. So this is what whatever they are contemplating, that are the seeds of their life. So Srimad Bhagavatam, in this case, Srimad Bhagavatam helps us to contemplate on right matter and right sources. So we should meditate on whatever Srimad Bhagavatam says. So Sri Prabhupada in the purport say that all living entities are marginal potency on their own, and on their own he can choose whether to move to the living entities are also his marginal potency, and their own choice they can live in either in transcendental or material world. The material world is not fit for place for living entities because they are spiritually one with the Lord, and in the material world the living entities have become conditioned by the law of material world. It's very important purport Prabhupada highlighting to us. So Krishna gives everybody living entities free will, free choice, free will. They will use their free will to determine whether to go back to whom, back to God, or continue to stay here. Our relationship with the Lord is a service that of the love. So how we are interconnected with Krishna? We are service that of love. Loving service we are doing to Krishna. We can't force anybody to love. When you give freedom and free will, then naturally there is no question of rejecting you. They will love. So we have to use our free will in the right way. Example is, okay, here in the Damodar Leela, Mother Yashoda was trying to bind the Krishna. So there is how much rope she's adding on, but she's having a 2 inches 2 finger short to tie that. So these two fingers says that one is the mercy of the Lord. The second finger represent the one's own, our own willing effort. So we also should put effort for that. Example is, sometimes you invite a guest for this Sunday feast program, but he say that, oh sorry, when the Lord calls me, that time I will come. He has not yet called me. So this is the lay excuse they are giving. So putting the blame on the Lord that He is not invited him. For them, there is no desire. He is not having any desire to see the Lord. They use the free will not to come to the temple. See, this is a clear understanding how we misuse our free will. Because we are conditioned mind. So our mind is conditioned. We are not properly using our free will. So why we are not able to use the free will is because our mind is conditioned. The conditioned mind is dragging us away from the Krishna. So that we have to understand. The contaminated conditioned mind, no, so it is dragging us away from the Krishna. The conditioned mind confuses us by telling that we are the owner, we are the enjoyer, we are the controller. That's what presently is happening. So let us understand how our conditioned mind triggers, misguide us. Suppose a beggar comes to a rich man's house outside. He is calling, Amma, please give some alarm. So there is a young lady comes out. She comes out and tells that there is no food, please go away. She is very bad mood. She is shouting on him and chasing him away. Then the beggar, no, he's walking away from the house. That time, about to leave the house, that time there is a mother-in-law, she's a daughter-in-law, so mother-in-law is entering to the house. She's asking what happened. She said that there is a young lady came, when I asked for the alarm, she said there is no food available in the house. So, is it so? She told me, let me go and see. So, he also, she goes inside, after some time she come out of the house and tell that beggar, so, no, get out of the house, we don't have any food. So, this represents what? She feels that she is the head of the house, only she can refuse the answer of no food. She don't want her daughter-in-law to convey the message. So this is what is called the controlling mentality. Everybody want to be controller. You go take any example. Okay, supervisor, manager, okay, labor, whatever is people want to dominate and they want to control their thing. This is right from beginning. Like parents are trying to control the children. So children also learning, and when they become adult, they'll try to control their parents. So this is what the controlling mentality is there. Everyone want to show the controlling mentality. That is the cause for the repeated birth in this world. So that is the root cause of why we are taking birth again and again. The choice we make in our life is very important. As per what external environment, very, very important. What choice we are taking and what kind of external environment we are exposed to. We keep ourselves in our choice and determination. So that determines that. Example, we can say that Ajamula's story. We heard it from the Bhagavatam. Ajamula was a young boy. Once he went to forest to fetch some wood piece for his father Yagna. On the way, he saw a prostitute in a very awkward position, embracing a man. He got disturbed, and after coming back, he didn't discuss with his father. He was meditating, contemplating on the same scene, and within short time, he got attracted to the lady. He got married to her, and all his life is spoiled. So the environment also plays a role for the people to fall down. So that's why we have to be very careful that what the exposure, where we are exposed. Now we don't have to go outside. Within the hand itself, the mobiles are exposed. You search for something what you don't want, that pornographic clippings are, that is the one which pops up. Because nowadays they invented the artificial intelligence that that the main purpose of the artificial intelligence is to pop up misguiding the people, so that now people, everybody become addicted and misguided from that regular duties. So we have to be very careful with artificial intelligence. Lord did many leelas so that we can release the pastime and go back from the garden. The Srimad Bhagavatam, so many leelas are there. We have to go through it and get attracted towards Lord. So let's take another example. Srinivas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Srinivas Pandit were walking on the outskirts of Nadia. There they saw a drunken man inviting all the his friend drunkards to his house to drink more and more alcohol. So that time Prabhupada, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw the incident and he said that let me go and liberate them. He was walking towards the drunken man's house, but Srinivas Pandit, he ran and pulled him, stopped him. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you don't know that this Kali Yuga people, they will not understand your real purpose. Okay, no point in doing that. They'll blame you only. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu changed his mind. He turned and started walking on the road and started chanting the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. He was chanting and dancing and going. So one of the drunken man through the window, he saw that. He got attracted to the holy name. He started also chanting and dancing inside. He is going on dancing and seeing him, the other drunkards also got. Usually when the drunkards team, if one person does something to show that he also got that chit, that he has been alcoholically peaked, so he wants to show that what other person did, he also imitate. So here also, since the first drunkard was gone to ecstasy and showing symptom and dancing, the other drunkards also joined with him and started dancing and doing singing the kid holy name, and they came out of the house and dancing it. And they also entered into the ecstasy and they got the Krishna Prema. So Srinivas saw that changes. If Lord could deliver, if just the will of the Lord, He can deliver any kind of the people, all the fallen souls. He fell on the feet of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and begged, expressed his compassion of the and compassion and gratitude towards the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and his eyes was flowing with tears. The devotee has to inspire, devotees inspire us to come out of this cycle of birth and death and fall on the lotus feet of the Lord. So these are the example. When you go through the Chaitanya Charitamrita, the Srimad Bhagavatam, we get lot of inspiration. With that inspiration, we can come out of this cycle of birth again. So this was that. Another example is living. Recent example we got it is Jayaprakash Maharaj. In 1989, he was traveling to Spain, and on a Sunday morning he was going back to the airport, accompanied by Yadu Prabhu and the Jnana Yagna Prabhu, and the flight was from the Madrid to Barcelona. So many devotees are waiting in the airport to greet the Maharaj. That time there's one stranger came with a knife and from the backside of the Maharaj, and he slitted the left side of the throat. The wound is so deep, it cut through the it cut through the beneath the chain and the left ears, and very deep cut was happened. Apart from that, his hands also got a deep cut, and blood was oozing out around the neck, and Maharaj immediately took the chadar and started wrapping on the neck, and he couldn't able to speak. And the injury is so deep that oozing, the blood was oozing out. He was thinking this is the last time I'm going to live. So I'm going to leave this body. So he is mentally meditating on that. With a lot of gratefulness, he was offering prayer and paying obeisances to Srila Prabhupada, Acharyas, Panchatatvas, uh, the Panchatatvas, and also Chaitanya Gauranitai, thanking him so much that he could do the bhakti because of their greatness, because of their greatness. Maharaj was thinking that I have done some offenses in the past. That's why Lord has given. Certainly, I could have killed many times during widely. So he was thinking that I've done some thing, so I should have got this heavy punishment. But whatever Krishna has done is just a proper thing only. So he is glorifying the God. It's a big thing. Whatever Krishna has done is its proper only. So instead of giving a big thing, he has diluted and given small injury to me. So that is the mentality that this is the mood of the Vaishnavas. In his heart filled with so much of gratitude towards that Krishna, Acharyas and Vaishnavas. So he was showing the gratitude. He was praising them that because of their mercy he has been got less injury. He just accepted Krishna, my Lord. This is a plan to call me back. I am okay with that. So he is accepting that also. That this is the way you want to take me back to home, back to Godhead. I am ready to come with you to serve you eternally. From Maharaj, we can learn the lesson from this pastime that we can learn from Maharaj is the humility, the gratefulness, acceptance of the Lord's plan. So all the things. This is more important for the Vaishnava. Whenever Vaishnava undergoing some difficulty, they should praise the Lord that how humility he has instead of giving big things, he has given very mild acceptance the Lord's plan. So, so it has happened to me in my life also. Once I was going to the office in a two-wheeler, there is a road renovation was happening. There are a lot of soil on the road, cement road. So while driving, I could see that the sands are on the road and it will slip my vehicle and I'll fall down. Before even I can think of it, I was already on the road and hit on the meridian. So my bike is there, my bag is fell down, my lunch bag also fell down. Then I could trying to get up. The bike was on my. Then passerby they stopped and they lifted and asked me to sit on side. So that time I realized that my left hand is not able to move. But because I was wearing helmet, my helmet is only scratches happened, but face nothing has happened. So I was thinking that if I won't have wore the helmet, my head might have got hit on the meridian and I could have got the collapse. I could have lost the life. So Lord is so merciful. Instead of taking away my life, some purpose He must be having. For that He has spared my life. So only He gave that small injury to my hand. So this is what that. So we should accept that whatever happened is a Lord's plan, and He has a better plan for us. So after that incident, I started stopping the meditating on the people offending any devotees and start meditating on the Lord's greatness. The person who attacked Maharaj started running away, and Yadu Prabhu and one more devotee was started chasing. The person, the attacker, he threw the knife on the Yadu Prabhu. Somehow he is able to catch it, and he is continue to chasing. After some distance, again that attacker threw another knife on the one more devotee. he also managed to catch it, and again he is also chasing him. And after some distance, again he took out another knife. Now he understood that he cannot escape. So he injured himself and went to the police and told them that these devotees are trying to kill him. So seeing all the three people are holding their knife, police caught all the three people, took him to the police station. There they interrogation, they understood that this attacker was a psychiatric person. He is undergoing some medicine treatment, and finally they understood that what exactly happened in the whole scene, and they released the devotees, and attacker put under the bar, inside the bar. And so this has happened, and the other side ambulance came and they took Maharaj to the biggest hospital of the town, Laplace General Hospital, and so many scanning X-rays are taken to understand that injury, and he is put into the ICU under observation. Okay, hearing that news, worldwide people are calling and inquiring, and Tamal Krishna Maharaj and Sridhar Swami Maharaj, they rushed with Sridhar Swami Maharaj was carrying the Gaurunidha deity, personal Gaurunidha deity. They all reached to the hospital when he moved to the normal ward, and they were asking that what support they can do. So Maharaj got so much of inspired. In spite of his medical this injury, pain, and so much of suffering, because so many pipes are running up and down for breathing and blood and for the this thing drips. It was so much suffering, but more than that, my heart was towards praying and the gratitude and humility of so many devotees shown to Maharaj. So much of appreciation and gratefulness towards the Vaishnavas. This is what we have to learn from Maharaj. So keeping our personal discomfort and start praising the devotee who are helping when you are bad time. Many press people were around and they are taking the interview with him. One of the press reporter, he want to know that so many greetings are coming, from where it is coming. So he found that it is from the worldwide, like US, Malaysia, India, Brazil, New Zealand, Italy, England, Austria, Ecuador, Atlanta, Tokyo. So throughout the world, the greetings are, messages are coming. He was go through it. The hospital staff were puzzled that they never seen such a massive crowd to meet a patient. This is the first time they are witnessing it, and so many messages, so many mails are coming, and Maharaj was go through all the message, and he is crying with gratitude. He is saying that people are love and care of Vaishnava. He could see that, and doctor told that the attack was such a this thing. Such a dangerous situation, and you are showing so much of speedy recovery. They were showing it is only miracle. It gives them more faith towards the Krishna. It is changed them. The doctors and nurses, they got more now the faith on Krishna. They have started chanting. The attacker, which he cut the external jugular vein and the thyroid artery were cut. If any other person of that, he could have collapsed on the same immediately. Miraculously, Maharaj was survived. Doctor told the Maharaj that even 1 mm of little deep, okay, the internal quadrant artery, internal jugular vein cut, or either one is cut also, you could have died on the spot. But it is all the mercy of Krishna, you have been survived. Then Maharaj saw his hand, the cut, and he said that it is Krishna's mercy. I could able to cover up my neck with the hand, and took the injury on my hand. That's how my it didn't cut deep into my throat. He was saying that it's Krishna's mercy. cut still, he was remembering that how Krishna helped him to protect him from that. After 20 years, again recently Maharaj undergone a massive brain stroke and in Hinduja hospital, and he came out of it. So for JPS, Jayapada Maharaj, it is no obstacle is defined as an obstacle in his service to Guru and Krishna. So Jayapada Maharaj is nothing can, it is he's an unstoppable spiritual hero, we can call him that. So much of this attempt he takes to serve them. This is a living example for inspire devotees should get inspired to get out of the birth and death. Birth and death. So Prabhupada also told in the purport that the real purpose of the life is the real purpose of the life is to connect with the Lord and engage in His service. To engage the Lord's service, something we have to do vital. It is very seriously we have to do it. Example is we can say that there is a GV, global village councillor meeting was going on. There is all senior peoples with Vishabhanu Prabhu was there. He is a very qualified for the PhD HOD of the Mumbai University Chemistry Department and senior So that time the young devotee went and asked what is the heavy duty in the spiritual life? So after thinking of many times, he said that if you want to advance in spiritual, you have to take the association of good devotees. So this is a message for the devotees. Unless you are not there in the association of devotees, you cannot progress in spiritual. So this is a golden word that senior devotee given to us. So this is a message we have to remember it. So whatever situation, we should not leave this on, and we should continue to be in the association of good devotees so that our spiritual life is protected. So another example we can say that Ramana Rai, he met that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he was telling that I know there is no misery worse than the person not getting association of devotees. So even there's in Mahabharata also, Yudhishthira Maharaj says that there is no misery that people not seeing that they are also going to die. Similarly, here also there is no misery that okay, if you don't get a association of that, there's nothing beyond that. That if you don't get the devotee association. So devotee association is the topmost thing we should get it so that our spiritual life is protected. Whatever we get association, take them to talk to them on the spiritual life. So it is not simply the physical association. We should inquire in a very humble way that how to be advanced in spiritual life, what to inspire them to continue in the spiritual, so that now that inspiration gives us a more continue in that. When a person's of low spiritual, like when you run out of the money, what do? You go to the ATM, draw some money. Similarly, whenever your spiritual is gone down, like you complain that I am not able to chant properly, I am not able to do worship properly, I am not able to read. So whenever your spiritual is dropped down, then immediately what you have to do, you have to go and meet the senior Vaishnavas and take the association and get the guidance. It is like ATM. ATM is all-time mercy. So it is not money, it is mercy. When you attach to the association of a senior devotee, they are showing the mercy upon you. They will guide you. So Prabhupada says that in purport, somehow or other, some way or the other, one must try to re-establish one's forgotten relationship with the Lord if one at all desire to gain real happiness in life. If you are looking for the real happiness, somehow or the other, try to get relationship with Lord. So how that is possible? That is possible only with the association of devotees and the advice of the senior Vaishnavas. People in this world are vacuum. So they are vacuum only, lonely inside. So in their heart there is loneliness. Husband wife both will go to office, they'll come, eat, sleep. That's all their life. There is nothing happiness. So in Japan and UK and all, no, there is a separate ministry. So we have the Ministry for Human, Ministry for the Finance, Ministry for the External Affairs. No, so many portfolios in the government. In those countries, there is a ministry for loneliness itself. His role is to come up with the ideas how he can people come out of the loneliness. He has to come in innovative thinking that how to keep the people happy. Because they are running away from the Krishna. The root cause is why they are loneliness feeling, because they are running away from the Krishna. They are not Krishna conscious. One problem, the whole creation is lack of Krishna consciousness. The only solution is Krishna conscious. It is like a snake bite, okay, you will die. But for that the medicine is same, that venom only. Similarly, if why you are suffering, you don't have Krishna conscious. What is the solution? You take Krishna conscious, you will be happy. So the degree we are in Krishna conscious, the degree we are more happy. That's what. If you are entry level, that much happiness. If you are deep, then you will enjoy. Ecstasy, we say, they are all enjoying. The more shelter with Krishna, we have to take the shelter. Yesterday we are telling, the three examples of taking surrender to Krishna, lotus feet of Krishna is how important. So shelter, that is the shelter. If you take now, you will be very happy. Animals, did any animal is very morose and unhappy? No, animals are happy because they are not thinking about the stock market. Okay, it is fell down. Today if I go to office, they will chase me out jobless. Will I get food if I go to the hotel? So they never thought thinking of that. That's why they are happy. But all others, for us, what happened? We are stressed. Due to that, we are running away from. Why we are getting stressed? Because we are running away from Krishna. That if you see outside, there are so many people, honking the bike and running, hitting, running. Yesterday I was coming from main road. I was shocked. The person was riding with his wife, and he saw some Panipuri shop. That is attracted. He started coming left and hitting me. I said, boss, you are seeing that shop and coming left side and hitting me. I said, first see the road. And he didn't even realize it. He started taking an immediate right. That the other bike is coming. That fellow shouting, "Arey, what happened to you?" So this is what a material attachment, material attraction. So outside world, something is so much they got, their mind is not working. So he lost the control of riding a bike and his wife is shouting, "Arey, see." So this is a set exam material world. So Prabhupada clearly says that some way or the other, okay, some way or other we should re-establish the lost relationship with Krishna. We have to read Prabhupada's book regularly. If you do that regularly, you can re-establish that relationship with Krishna. If you want great things, we have to pay heavy price. You want something big, you should pay for that. No pain, no gain. So we have to work hard. Kali Yuga also, we are attached with lethargy and laziness. Prabhu, why you didn't come for Mangalati? Prabhu, I was sleeping. Yesterday night I was whole day watching some movies, so I slept. I thought it. So the laziness. Prabhu, come for Sunday program. No, Prabhu, Sunday is the only day I got a nice time to sleep. So the laziness and lethargy in Kali Yuga is common. So then another person asking, what is your desire? He said, I want to become a pilot, but without struggling. So you don't want to study books or not, you don't want to work hard, but you want to become pilot. So this is what Kali Yuga's people. Okay. Even for a devotee is also same situation. We want to progress rapidly without putting any effort. So they say that, yes, Prabhu, I want to advance devotee, but not putting effort, not getting up for Mangalati, not attending program, not reading, but they want to get the highest XP of Krishna Prema. That is not possible. We have to keep the tapasya for favorable to our tapasya is favorable to Krishna consciousness. Whatever favorable to Krishna consciousness, we should do as a tapasya. The material world like a battlefield. Okay, it will not be favorable location. Every day, bombardment happening, attacks, all sides you are a bit tortured. In house, family problem, wife shouting, children are torturing you. If you go to office, they'll also disturb you. So this is a material world. And similarly, spiritual world also, no? It is also like a battlefield only. We should be, here the question is, we should ready to face the challenges, struggles. When challenges comes, we will not be depressed because we are trained, okay, how to face the challenges. So another example we can take, there is a devotee, in 2001, he was a student of agriculture institute, okay, he was studying it. He was in a hostel, okay, then one day, month end usually in a hostel student, what happened, they run out of the money. So he was desperate to eat food, no money, so he went and asked his friend, please give me some money, I don't have money to eat also. He said that I'll give another idea. There is a room, there is a program is conducting, you go, they will give free food. Yes, tell me more detail. He said there is a ISKCON come, they were conducting a seminar. All you have to do is sit for 1 hour, hear the katha and eat prasadam come. He said that if they give free food, I will sit for even 2 hours also. He ran and sat and that. After hearing 1 hour kathas and he ate prasadam, that is nourished him so nice. He never tasted such a nice prasadam. He was so happy. Then he started attending regularly the seminar, going to the temple, and he got association of devotee. He came to know there is a base also. All boys are staying, there. Then he started going there, and one of the base boy, he felt mercy upon him. He said that he gets up at 3 o'clock. He takes a scooter and he takes a heating coil. He goes to the that boy, hostel boy. He puts the water. He wake him. Okay, get up. Water is ready. He takes a bath and he took him in the scooter coming back to base. And Mangalati 4:30 Mangalati, he encouraged him to attend it and he feed him nicely. Then this type of service he was doing every day, not only days, for 6 months. Then the transformation happened by taking prasadam, attending Mangalati. He felt, what a great soul that devotee. For my purpose, he is coming all the way from 3 o'clock. He is giving hot water, he is giving prasadam. Let me go myself also, go and stay in the base. So he not to come here. I will take bath there only. I'll take. So he shifted the house from hostel to base, and he become nice association, nice prasadam, advanced. Then he took initiation also. Now he is so happy that. So this is what the association. So generally, devotee as a preacher is a message for preacher is 1 time, 2 time we'll tell them, okay, Prabhu, come. After third time, if you don't come, we won't even follow you. Say, okay, chodo. No, we have to have the determination to make devotees, nice devotees. This is, I think, the association, how important that transformation happens. So, conclusion of today's sloka is Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says it. As long as one cannot meditate on the form, okay, if you can't able to meditate on the form, because the impure consciousness, one should meditate on the universal form. Yesterday I was telling also, like ICU, operation theatre, in spite of so much of cleanliness, 100% purity is required. For a manufacturing of chip, so much of purity is required. Similarly, if the Lord has to come to our heart, it should be having so much of purity should be there. Paramatma to residue on our heart. So there will be some residue of the anarthas are there. For that we have to meditate on Virata Rupa. Pranava means we whom the Brahma and others are inferior. So for Paramatma, all other demigods are inferior. He is the Lord of the universe and the witness who one can see. So he is seeing everything. Paramatma sits and he says whatever. He is the witness for us. He sees everything on us. The Bhakti Yoga means meditation on Anga of Yoga. There are some Ashtanga Yoga. No? Similarly, Bhakti for them is also one branch only. It is not what we are talking Bhakti. For a devotee, Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti is the highest one. For a Ashtanga Yogis, it is one branch only. It is not, both are not equal. as an element of bhakti is not talking about pure devotional. For a devotee, bhakti means it's a pure devotional. For Ashtanga yogis, it is a one branch. Okay, it is a practicing of, it's element of bhakti. The devotional disposition is there to approach the worship of Paramatma in the heart. So it is how to approach the Lord, no? This question of devotional thing. That is what it pushes from the dharana to dhyana. It purifies. That is what the bhakti is there. The kairava means that after performing karma which is necessary for purification, because his heart is not purified. For them the heart is not purified and can't give up the practice of nishkamaka karma. So he has to continue. Varnashma dharma he should continue by doing that, by meditating on Virata Rupa, his heart is getting purified. So only Paramatma meditation of yogi at the stage of dharana is qualified. So they are the one, when their heart is purified, they can meditate on Paramatma. No, not Virata Rupa yogi, he has to continue his karma. So if you are already has a Paramatma in your heart, then give up all Varnashma dharma. You don't have to do household activities. Varnashma dharma is following the household duties. Because you should continue only on meditating on Lord. Means that getting up from the meditation, going cooking something, coming back and then doing meditation, there is a lot of disturbance. But person who is doing not pure, heart is not pure, such person has to meditate on Virata Rupa so that he is getting purified in his heart. He has to continue the Niskama Karma Yoga or Varnashma Dharma. You should continue. You should satisfy these family duties. That's how he should continue that. Antara Srimad Bhagavatam ki hope it is clear about